It was popping, what's popping? It's finally Coleman, man. Back again, another video, man. Battle Run News. Right now, we're gonna recap round three for the Fire Chef Trez versus Kaboom battle that happened on the Battle Academy not too long ago. This is a fire battle, man, by both opponents, man. Okay, Chef, I'm gonna dig right into this. Chef Trez goes first for start off round three. Gave him a point out the gate for rebuttaling, and it's just his rebuttal game is crazy. Shit that's not prepared, shit that he's seeing right then and there as the battle's happening, shit like that, he's incorporating in his rounds along with his prepared material. So I gave him a point out the gate. I see you trying to get your free on. I threw a 1-2. Matter of fact, landing 3 on. And like the color of the shirts, it's a neon. Boom, boom, boom. That shit is fire. Cause Kaboom had neon shorts on. He said, like it's a neon. That shit was fire. That shit was fire. Correlated with everything that was going on, what Kaboom was wearing, etc. Point out the gate for Chef Trez. Next line I gave him a point for. I gave him a half a point. He said, I got some better shit with me. Cause you said something about a ski slope, so you know if the nights get cold, I keep sticks with me. That shit was fire. As you all know, nowadays they correlate guns and call them sticks and shit like that. Ski slope need sticks. Okay. Gave half a point for that. That's cool. Another half a point I gave him. He said, please stop your phone trying to ring. It was somebody's phone that was ringing in the middle of the fucking battle, middle of his round, that he just said with his line. I gave him a half of that. That shit was clever at the same time to correlate your shit. Gave him half a point for that. He said another half a point. He said like your sneaks, bro. I Air Max from the feet up. That shit was fire. Air Max's sneakers. He said he gonna air niggas to the max for the sneak. That shit was fire. I gave him half a point for that. Next line I gave him a point for. He said no sugarcoating, no sugarcoating. I I keep it blunt with my ops like a drill rapper. That shit is fire. Cause the drill rappers and shit, that's a new slang term going around. Drill rappers, that's a term for when rappers is beefing with each other, got fighting, shooting, whatever. He said keep it blunt with my rappers. Like that shit was fire. Blunt with his rappers. Boom, that shit was alright. And point for that. That shit was clever. He said, even if we meet at the crossroads, I'll have a crazy verse. That shit was fire. As y'all know, the crossroads, Bone Thugs and Harmony. The verse he said, even if we meet it there, you know what I mean, he still gonna have that shit was fire. Gave him a point for that. Okay, he said the facts is I really smoke rappers like Marley papers. That shit gave him a half a point. That wasn't that crazy, but that's, you know what I mean, clever. Bob Marley, you know, Marley Papers, boom. That shit, you know what I mean, self-explanatory. I gave him a half a point for that. Okay, he said I don't gotta buy that bull. I can let bucks sell. I'm day trading. That shit was fire. Cause day trading is, you know what I mean, certain shit you don't gotta you could just keep letting shit. It's like about stocks and shit, like you keep letting shit um you could just keep you could sell, you know what I mean, certain shit on there as far as like trading and there. I actually had to look that shit up because I was wondering why people was reacting like that. So that shit was cool. Um Gave him a point for that. He said they would split his shit. He said the next line, I gave him a half a point for. He said they would split his shit for a stack, a real grand opening. He said he got some hitters with him that are split Kaboom shit for a stack. That's a real grand opening. That's cool. That's cool. I gave him a half point for that. That's fire. You know what I mean? You know, as a stack is a grand, self-explanatory. He said grand opening, split somebody's shit, you opening somebody's shit. That's cool. Okay. So I gave Chef Trez for round three. I gave him a 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5, 6, 6. I gave Chef Trez a 6.5 for round three. Okay, Chef Trez had a pretty solid round. He's had a pretty solid 3 rounds for all the. He had a pretty solid round for the whole entire battle. And he didn't really go over the time limit like that. Kaboom did, you know what I mean? But it's a home game. You know what I'm saying? Kaboom's shit was fire too. Okay, so Kaboom starts off round three. He starts off like Chef Trez. He has a rebuttal right off the gate out of his 3rd round. He said, you said something about the neon. He said, well, I'm gonna move out the way, put that ratchet out and black on your top like the shirt you wearing. That shit was alright. That shit was, cause that's off the top. That's just him looking at shit right at the moment, incorporated into his round freestyling. Boom. That shit is fire. You know what I'm saying? He said he gonna black on your motherfucking top like this shirt he got on, because Chef Trez had the black, you know what I mean? Self-explanatory shit. If y'all seen the battle, watch the video. That's cool. Okay, Gave him a half a point for that. And his next line, I gave him a point for. He said, "I don't gotta know you to see inside your jeans to get lined and patched up." That shit was fire, because that's the way the jeans is made, lined and patched up. He said, "I don't gotta know you. He's what's in your jeans, nigga." Like, you know what I mean? Basically saying something is, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying. Like he said that shit is inside your jeans. You gonna get lined. That shit is fire. Okay, I gave him a point for that. Next line I gave him a point for. I gave him a half a point. He said, "For the green, I rock you like emerald." That shit was fire. You know what I'm saying? Emerald is a green rock and green stone. He said, "For the money, I will rock." That shit is fire. Okay, I gave him another, because Kaboom is fire with these name flips. He's one of the name flip kings, back as well with it incorporating his back to back punching style. I gave him a half a point for this. He said you dish it out and I'ma dish it back like the food suck. That's funny as shit. Like, that's fire. Like, cause Chef Trez, name chef, waiter, dishes the food out. He said you dish it out. He's basically saying, you come to me with some shit, I'm coming right back. Correlate. That shit is fire. Okay, next half a point I gave him. He said, "Then leave chef steaming curbside like a food truck." That's funny as shit. He just name flipping and incorporating shit like with food with Chef Trez name. That shit is funny. That shit is cool. I gave him half a point for that. Um, Next I gave him a point for, he had a South Park scheme. He said something about, it's like an episode when Kermit or somebody that was a chef had, you know what I mean, some had, you know what I mean, and he correlated it with Chef Trez. That shit was fire. The way he put that shit together, I gave him a point for that. Another point was fire because he was breaking down the whole Cave Gang, Tay Rock as well, and this whole line is fire. Listen, he said pull your pants up, tighten your belt, tighten your circle, but most importantly, tighten yourself. He said, "Don't talk that guy shit to me. I'm gonna tighten myself." He basically saying, "I'm gonna tighten myself up." And then, as y'all all know, a titan is a god. So that shit is fire. You know what I'm saying? I gave him a point for that. That shit is fire. All of the keep the Titan flips, like Titan and Titan, correlating it and making it all make sense in a bar, in a line. That shit is fire. Okay, I gave him another point. He said, "I lick with a stick like Elmer's glue." That's fire. Elmer's glue, liquid stick of glue. That shit is fire. You say, how niggas be like, they catch a lick with it. They call guns sticks and shit too. He said, how they say niggas catch licks. You know what I mean? You catch a lick with a gun, basically. You know what I mean? Trying to rob niggas, boom, whatever. Put in some work. That shit is fire. I gave him another point. He said, "I'm strapped with mine, Trez. I put 15 across your torso. Montrezl Harrell, like the Montrezl Harrell, he's number 15 for the Lakers." That shit, he correlated his name with that. That shit, that's fire. That's fire. That's smart. Um, what else he say? He said bladder shot, bladder shot, bladder shot tree, bladder shot like tree tinkle in a bag like Oregon. He said bad bladder shot. I'm gonna make Trez tinkle in a bag. Tinkle in a bag like Oregon, because it's some boy named Tinkle that play for Oregon. He said they be in his bag. He be, you know what I mean? He be nice. Basically, he's saying he gonna shoot Trez in his black. That shit is fire. That shit was fire. I gave him a half point for that. Um, Last point I gave him for this round. He said this round is like a petri dish. I'll make the culture draw. That shit is fire. Petri dish is like, it correlates with the trees. He said he'll make the culture dick. That shit just correlating with Chef Trez name, flip, all that shit. Culture draw, a culture grow is that's a culture tree. You get what I'm saying? So all that correlated. So that shit is fire, man. So I gave Kaboom for round 3. I gave him a 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5, 8. I gave Kaboom an 8.5 for round 3. That's crazy, man. It's crazy. Kaboom went over the time limit each round. You know what I'm saying? He had home, so he kind of took advantage of it. If Chef Trez probably went a little longer, Chef Trez may have, you know what I mean, won. But as it stands, man, I got Kaboom. It's crazy. I got Kaboom 3-0 over Chef Trez, but he's edging that. Like, both of them was great every round. But Kaboom had more smaller punches that led to bigger punches. And Chef Trez had a few bigger punches, like in haymakers, and Kaboom just had a bunch of shit that built up to a lot. So I'm giving Kaboom 3-0, man. Kaboom 3-0. You know what I mean? Listen, Kaboom is gonna be a problem, man. RBE, URL, somebody he needs to be on a big battle rap, a big league, man. That's Kaboom. Kaboom is fire. Kaboom always was fire to me, man. But Kaboom edged every round. Kaboom edged every round. It was a fire battle. Chef Trez, you know what I mean? Kaboom 3-0. It was a close battle though. It was a 3-0, but close. I know y'all seen 3-0s that was close. It wasn't no body fucking bag like motherfucker was trash. No. Kaboom edged every round, man. But look, get at me. If y'all new to the channel, man, like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell, man. Fonnie Coleman, man. Battle Rap and Hip Hop 411. Hit that notification bell. Like, comment, subscribe. Leave some comments. If y'all new to the channel, you know what I'm saying? Show some love, man. It's Fonnie Coleman. I'm going to holler at y'all, man. Be easy.